Hi everyone, and welcome to Jane Talks Trek, where I'll be talking about and reviewing an episode of the original series, The Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, or Enterprise. Today, I'm looking at Space Seed from the original series' first season, or as I like to call it, that time Kirk faced a Bond villain. This episode was requested by Chris Adams. Thank you for the suggestion, and let's get going. We begin the episode with a lot of staring at nothing, and Spock and Kirk sass each other before they find an ancient Earth ship with maybe life signs, and into the credits we go. Their presence is being ignored, so Spock and McCoy chat about the eugenics war, but Kirk is bored and wants to check out the ship, so says McCoy has to come with him, and this poor lady is called, but she doesn't seem in the mood. Scotty reads the ship is adapting to accommodate for their arrival, and they go to beam across. Why does this lady have PlayStation 1 Lara Croft boobs? There are more guests in this capsule hotel as the team beam down and poke around, with MacGyver saying they're all in suspended animation. And with a skippity-doo, Scotty noses at this dude stirring, and MacGyver's is smitten. The pod malfunctions, so Kirk smashes him out, where he asks how long he's been out, and sorry to tell you dude, it's been 200 years. McCoy does what he can for the guy, and Kirk asks how many people there are, 72, and Scotty feels the need to specify how many are women. He knows Kirk all too well, but he is compelled to talk to Spock's butt. He thinks it's a ship of criminals, while Spock says unlikely, but he has no counter-theory. Geez, this light looks dangerous. But the dude is doing okay, and MacGyver's comes to stare at him. Kirk tells her off for getting distracted on the job. Excuse me, you hypocritical douche? But she fights her corner, and oh, the guy's awake. Sure, do some Tai Chi. Wait, why is all this shit kept on the wall? So of course the guy attacks McCoy.
Well, either choke me or cut my throat. Make up your mind.
Wait, my dumbass has only just twigged that this is Khan. I didn't recognize him with dark hair. He lets McCoy go because he sees him as brave and wants to talk to Kirk to ask him to revive all his pals. But he's immediately bored by Kirk's questions. He wants to read all about the ship, and Kirk obliges before going to talk to Spock, who talks more about the eugenics war, saying 90-odd super soldiers vanished around the time Khan's ship launched, so no surprise where they went. MacGyver's goes to chat to Khan, who shit-talks her hairstyle, so he gives her a new do in the gropiest way possible. What is this food? Wait, why does she take him back to her quarters if he makes her feel uncomfortable? Forget it, just make out. The dinner party that follows rambles on for a while, so Khan leaves, only to be visited by MacGyver's. And he's a bit aggro before turning into a stroppy teenager, and dude, what are you doing now? He says he's planning to take over the ship, and MacGyver's agrees to help, while the boys identify him as a tyrant from Earth's history. And I think you've seriously over-ordered on the coffee. Khan is poking himself in the eyeballs when Kirk comes to visit demanding answers, but Khan distracts him by saying he's inferior, so Kirk leaves. You okay, buddy? Oh, okay. And I guess MacGyver's kept her word and beams Khan back to the ship, where his buddies are awake. The bridge finally notices that Khan is gone, and everyone goes into a panic before Scotty gets doofed out, and Khan points out they've cut off life support to the bridge. Shouldn't have let him read all that stuff about the ship. Aw, poor Uhura. In fact, everyone's out for the count, with Kirk splatting to the ground shortly after. Oh, now they're all getting told off, and what the hell, dude? Leave Uhura alone. Don't slap her, bitch, please. I hope you get a phaser blast right up your dick. She puts the screen on where Kirk is in a James Bond trap, and if they don't join Khan, Kirk will die. And MacGyver's excuses herself, and assuming Kirk is dead, Spock is up next. Oh, I guess MacGyver's is doing something useful after all, and together they take out the guard. And, as the room fills with gas, Scotty takes the time to punch a dude. Kirk and Khan face off in engineering. Wait, who's this guy all of a sudden? That's not Kirk. Wow, these stunt doubles are just gonna face down the camera then, huh? Kirk somehow beats him, and then suddenly they're having a hearing, where Kirk says no hard feelings and is going to dump them on a rando planet, with MacGyver's agreeing to go with them. So get out of here, you crazy kids! Don't show back up again in a future movie. Well, that was not what I expected. I remember watching Wrath of Khan when I was little, and it scared the bejesus out of me, especially the mind-controlled earworm things. So this was a lot tamer than I expected. It took a long time to get going, and too much time was spent on MacGyver's staring at stuff. So it's not until the last 15 minutes that Khan attempts his takeover. I've always thought Khan to be rather Bond villain-esque, so the decompression chamber bit was the kind of stuff I'd expected to see a lot sooner in the episode. And it's a shame because the final section was really good, and I wish there'd been been more of it. I'm also surprised how quickly Kirk was able to beat Khan in their climactic fight, seeing as Khan had been advertised to be such a badass. So I'm disappointed it wasn't more of a team effort. That would have been much more satisfying, but I guess Kirk defeating the threat single-handedly was par for the course in this series. The relationship between Khan and MacGyver's was weird to watch. It was rather emotionally abusive, which was uncomfortable to sit through, and didn't even pay off as she didn't appear in Wrath of Khan. Although I know this was down to health problems with the actress. I guess this is a good episode for the original series superfans who know all the lore and history behind Khan and the eugenics war, but for a casual viewer like me, it was fine. I wanted more of the end stuff and less of the beginning. So there you have it. That was Space Seed. If there's an episode of Star Trek you'd like me to cover, pop it down in the comments below or come say hi on social media. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit that like button, it really does mean a lot, or consider subscribing if you want to be assimilated into my channel. Alternatively, feel free to check out my other YouTube channels. Thank you so much for watching, I'll speak to you soon, and live long and prosper.